The US has imposed 25% tariffs on steel and aluminium imports from several countries, including the UK. So what exactly does this mean for the UK economy? Well, first, let's briefly look at how they work. Tariffs are taxes charged on goods imported from other countries. Most of the time, the company bringing the foreign goods to the country pays the tax to the government imposing tariffs. So, for example, if a manufacturer in the US were buying $1,000 worth of British steel, they'd now have to pay an extra $250 to the US government. The US buys more steel than any other country, importing over 25 million metric tons a year, according to the International Trade Administration. So why would Trump impose taxes on imports? Well, tariffs are a central part of Trump's economic plans, which focus on protectionism, a policy that aims to shield a country's industries from foreign competition. By taxing imports, the US president says tariffs will boost manufacturing in the US, they'll protect jobs, and also raise tax revenue. But lots of economists think all they do is raise prices for consumers. Here, the steel industry has warned the tariffs will have huge ramifications on British businesses. Every year, the UK exports over £400 million worth of steel to the US. It's one of its largest export destinations. But the risk is that American businesses cancel their orders, and now it costs much more to import British steel. And if that wasn't bad enough for UK steel manufacturers, it will mean an oversupply of steel in the UK, which will force producers to lower their prices. And not only that, they'll also face increased competition from overseas steel and aluminium, as countries that used to export to America direct their products here instead. It all spells bad news for the balance books of UK companies who are understandably worried. For everyday consumers, it might take a while to see the impact on the high street. But if steel producers are forced to cut productions, eventually we could see a rise in prices for everyday products.